Hey, you guys. I'm going to wait a couple minutes, let some of you guys pop up here. Running a little late this morning. Hashtag, this is week 2 of Aiden being home for summer break. So, kind of struggling, trying to find a new routine. It's going to be all right. We're going to figure it out. So, I feel like every few months we're having to switch up the way that we do things, but it's fine. It is fine. We'll let a couple of y'all pop up here. Say hey when you pop up here so I know comments are working. I am going to upload this to YouTube so you can share it with your teams. Yes. So, I'm going to wait a couple minutes. Drink this coffee. Drink as in guzzle it down. Hey, thank you. This is what happens when I actually have a moment to wash it. It gets all flowy and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So, I will first say, can y'all hear me good? Because I have the baby monitor next to me. So, if it's fuzzy, just let me know, like, if it's crackly. I have it on low, but I may need to turn it down lower. So, just let me know if the baby monitor is messing with the audio. Okay, do that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is when Scentsy does an incentive, even if it's the fall incentive or an incentive like this, there is a reason why they do the things that they do. So I've heard a lot of people say, Part 3, if you do not know what Part 3 is, let me back up a little bit. Part 3 of the Brick by Brick incentive is getting 3 brand new Scentsy Clubbers who have a $50 or more Scentsy Club subscription before the discount. So not $50 and then they get 10% off and it drops down to $40 or $42. $50 or more after the discounts are applied. That's very, very important to know because I had 2 people sign up for Scentsy Club. One had a $47 subscription. One had a $49 subscription. So it was off $1, $3. It is $50 after the discount is applied. So make sure that you know that as you're talking about Scentsy Club with your people. But there's a reason why Scentsy does incentives like this. And I heard a lot of people say, God, this is hard. Or even I was like, why did they put a stipulation on it? Why didn't they just say 3 new Scentsy Clubbers? Or 3 $30 subscriptions? Why did they do $50? Because they do incentives for a reason. To benefit your business. If it was easy, everybody would earn it, right? They do incentives to benefit your business long term, not just in a incentive period. So the first part was sponsoring somebody, but helping them get certified. Why? Because I can sponsor 20 people, but it means nothing if they don't put $1 PRV, if they're not active, if they don't get certified. It means nothing. It's the same as not sponsoring at all. The second part was PRV. And not from LTOs, from catalog items, because PRV is the first leg. You have to have sales before you can even grow a business. You have to have sales first. So this part of the incentive, why they did this, why they did it like this, is because if you earn this incentive, you will be active or close to active every single month, depending on when their subscription runs, without thinking about it. Okay? Because Scentsy Club is recurring revenue. It's month after month or bi-monthly or quarterly PRV. My personal goal was to have $1,000 a month in Scentsy Club subscriptions. At first, it was $200 just so I could be active every month. Then it was $500 so I could be paid at title just through Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club is automatic revenue. You don't have to think about it. It happens automatically. That's why they did this part of the incentive this way. So that way, you can see the benefits of sharing club in relation to your PRV. Okay? You're going to see, oh my God, I have $200 total by the end of the month. I'm active just from Scentsy Club. Or I'm paid at title just from Scentsy Club. That's why they did it this way. So I want to share some tips with you guys because yesterday I had 0 people that met the requirement. I had 3 people sign up total since the incentive started. 3 of them did not meet the $50 minimum, so I was kind of salty. And I was talking to one of my directors yesterday, and I was like, God, this is going to be a hard incentive for me to hit. Like, I've hit every incentive ever since I joined. So I had to sit down yesterday and really get creative. And I want to share with you guys some of the things that I share with my director on how to share this in a way that you can earn it. So I had to sit down. One thing about me and my business, and I'll always say this because I don't have a sponsor that trains me, okay? My sponsor doesn't do Scentsy anymore. So I had to figure it out myself. I am very much a figure-outer. Very much a figure-outer. If I'm struggling in my business, PRV-wise, I'm going to figure out new ways to get PRV. If I haven't sponsored in a while, I'm going to reflect on that and fix it. Very much like that in my entire business. I've always been like that. I'm very much a reflector. If there's an area of my business that I struggle in, I don't complain about it. I don't spend time texting people about it, long paragraphs. I fix it. I look and I say, this is not working. Maybe it worked at one time for my business, but it's not working right now. So I need to change it or nothing's going to change. If I keep doing the same things over and over again, they're not working. Bag parties, I kept doing them the same way. They were coming back as flops. I had to switch the way that I did bag parties. Every area in your business, you constantly have to be reflecting on your last 3 months. Your last 3 months, did you sponsor? If the answer is no, you need to work on sponsoring. Is your PRV not where you want it to be? You need to focus on ways to get PRV. Growing your customer base, follow-ups, whatever that looks like for your business. I'm very much a reflector. So for me, going into the third part of this incentive, I already have 42 subscribers. Most of my best customers on Scentsy Club. So I'm like, crap! Who am I going to get on Scentsy Club? Sorry. Who am I going to get on Scentsy Club? Because most of my customers are already on Scentsy Club. My best customers are on Scentsy Club. I have 42 subscribers. So I had to sit down yesterday because I had the mindset yesterday that I was not going to earn part 3. I had that mindset yesterday. When I got up, I'm like, freak. I almost said a bad word. Freak. I'm not going to earn this. And my mindset sucked. I'm like, there's no freaking way. Most of my best customers are on it. Like, how am I going to earn? If you haven't been sharing Scentsy Club, you have a very big advantage to this incentive. Because for those of us that have been sharing Scentsy Club since it came out, we already have most of our folks on Scentsy Club. So people that haven't been sharing Scentsy Club or the benefits, you have an advantage to this incentive, believe it or not. Especially if you have nobody on Scentsy Club, you have a huge advantage over me or Ray, who share Scentsy Clubs consistently and have most of our best customers on Scentsy Club. So you have a huge advantage if you don't have Scentsy Club or if your customers don't have Scentsy Club. You have a huge advantage. So anyway, my mindset sucked yesterday. I was like, 3 people signed up for Scentsy Club. Of course they didn't meet the minimum. I mean, one girl was literally 50 cents, $49.50 from hitting the incentive. And I was salty about it and I got my feelings. I'm like, I'm just not going to earn this. So I had to sit down yesterday and be creative and come up with ways that I could share Scentsy Club in a new way, in an enticing way for my customers or maybe my new customers, people that aren't on Scentsy Club, to get them on Scentsy Club. So I said this. Yesterday I started out with 0 people for this incentive. By yesterday afternoon, I had 2 people join that met the requirement. So I'm only one away, and one of my girls is joining Friday. So Friday I have earned level 3 of this incentive. But I want to share, because listen, this is going to step on some toes. I don't give a fart about if you've earned it, if you've already earned it, if you're not sharing it. And I'm passionate about this when it comes to leadership. And that's why I'm doing this video on our leadership page. If you've already earned it, or you've already had people join, but you're not sharing how you're doing it, I don't care. Because it means nothing for me to earn it if I'm the only one that earns it, or if only 2 or 3 people earn it. I want everybody to earn it. That's why I'm very passionate in leadership. If I'm doing well in PRV, I'm going to share how the heck I get PRV. If I'm doing well in sponsoring, I'm going to share how the heck I'm sponsoring. That's what leaders do. You can't hog the glory or the success for yourself. It's going to be a very lonely ride if you do that. Very, very lonely ride if you don't share it. Just saying. Success means nothing if you're not sharing how you get it. It means nothing. So I said today, because I'm pretty much done all my things, I said, I'm going to share Have the Fart. I got 2 people in a couple hours to join that met the requirement. I'm going to share it. Because that's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. If you're successful in your business, you share how you're successful so other people can be successful. Okay. Done with that. My tip number 1. Create mock clubs. So I have a quarterly club and a monthly club. So under my bi-monthly that I don't have a subscription under, I created a mock club, several of them, and screenshotted them to share with my customers. So what I did, I have some people that go through washer whiffs like it's nobody's business. So I added 2 washer whiffs into my club, got me to the half off item, and then I added a whiff box as the half off. And I screenshotted it to my people that order a ton of whiffs. And I said, look, you could be getting 10% off and getting the whiff box for $15 or a third tub of whiffs for $15. So play around with that. I did several of them. I did them with the summer collection because that cucumber scent people are in love with. The Ariel scent. I did several mock clubs. One of them was all discontinuing bars that won't be here forever. To show them I'm always going to get these scents. And not only am I always going to get these scents, I go through Scentsy Fresh. So I'm going to add a Scentsy Fresh in there or a pack of pods in there because I have a wall fan. And get the whiff box half off. So I did a ton of mock clubs, screenshotted them, and shared them with my VIPs, shared them with my best customers to show them visually, right? We can tell them all day long, you get 10% off, you get a half off item. People are visual, but to show them, look, this is a $21 discount. This is a $32 discount just from having club. I'm saving $30-something. Giving them a visual, play around in your own Scentsy Club. If you don't have a Scentsy Club, I highly suggest getting one. Every time my club comes, I go on my stories or my VIP page or my personal page to show my club, to show the benefits. I have so many Disney bars in my Scentsy Club, and my customers will message me, oh, I want Stitch. How do you still get Stitch? How do you still get Aladdin? I love those scents. And I'm like, girl, Scentsy Club. I get it made forever and ever and ever, amen. So if you don't have a Scentsy Club, it's going to be very difficult for you to show the benefits consistently. If you don't have a Scentsy Club, I highly, highly, highly recommend, especially if you get the whiff box every month, to enroll in Scentsy Club for yourself so you can share it with your customers. So, tip number 1, create mock clubs and show the benefits. Showing them. You can do a whole bunch of different ones, save them, and then exit out. It won't save. Okay. Tip number 2. If somebody gives you an order that's $60 or more, enter it in as a club order, right? You're not saving these, so money's not coming out of accounts. You're not saving them. You're just entering them in. They give you a $60 or more order, enter it in club to show them how much money they would save and they would get a half off item. Versus doing a party, you have to reach $200 to get a half off item, to unlock a half off item. So as you get $60 or more orders, enter them in as a mock club, screenshot it and say, girl, I can place your order for you, your regular order, but if you signed up for a Scentsy Club, even if it's quarterly, this is how much money you would save, and this is unlocking a half off item, and you can edit it every single month depending on what products you need that you ran out of. Does that make sense? Number 3, tip number 3. If you have current clubbers, if you have people currently enrolled in Scentsy Club, text every single one of them and tell them that they have a personal referral link. And that when they refer somebody, they get points off of that person's order that can be applied to future purchases. Okay? That's a newer perk that just came out 2 or 3 months ago. So if they enroll, if they have a Scentsy Club, they have a personal referral link that they can find in their Scentsy Club subscription when they log in. They can share that referral link with their friends, family, coworkers, the mama and them. Refer people to Scentsy Club. You get new customers, they get double the points that can be applied toward future purchases. So tip number 3, text every single one of your current clubbers to let them know about the referral program. Okay? That's tip number 3. Tip number 4, and I saved this one for last purposely because I don't want you to get confused and I don't want you spending out of pocket money. For me, I have over $5,000 in sales every single month. The majority are personal parties. So I have personal links open that have over $80 in product credit, half off items that I save up until new releases come. This may not work for you for where you're at in your business. So I want you to pay attention very, very carefully before I tell you the last tip. There are ways in this business that you can accrue product credit that costs you nothing. Number 1, sponsoring people and helping them hit shooting star, you get $25 in product credit. Incentives like this one, you get free product credit. Having your own parties, following up with your customers, you get that product credit when you do that and you enter it as a party for yourself. So for me, I have tons of party links open that have host credits. So what I am personally doing, and listen, because I know somebody's going to do it. This is a personal special. You cannot share this on social media. This has to be privately communicated with your customers, okay? This is a personal special. What I am doing is I am telling my people, the first 3 people that sign up for Scentsy Club, that have a brand new club that's over $60, right? Because $60 is going to put them past the $50 minimum for this incentive. They are going to get the Classic Curve bundle for free as a gift from me. That's a warmer and 5 bars. Okay, that just came out on the 1st. It's a warmer and 5 bars for free. So it's $30. I'm not coming out of pocket out of that. I'm using host credit from previous parties to cover the cost of that. So it's not costing me anything. They're being incentivized. I was going to do just a 6-bar wax, and that's great. But the Classic Curve bundle, $30 warmer, 5 bars of wax. It's the same cost as a 6-pack of wax. They're feeling incentivized. They're getting a warmer and 5 bars, okay? That's a $60 value to match their $60 club order. Does that make sense? Drop in the comments if that makes sense. So I'm telling them, first 3 people that sign up for Scentsy Club and your order is $60 or above, I'm going to earn the incentive, but they're also going to be incentivized. They're going to be getting a $60 club order at a discount, and they're going to be getting $60 in product for free from me. I'm not coming out of pocket. I'm using host credits to do that. If you don't have host credits, hustle these bundles like it's nobody's business, and you will get the host credits, and you can use the host credits to do the same thing. That is what I'm doing. You could do 6-pack of wax. You could do whatever you want to. But just remember, it's a personal special. You can't publicly announce that. This is to preference. I don't incentivize for stuff like this normally. But again, I had to be creative because most of my best customers are on club and they have over $100 club orders. I have 42 people on Scentsy Club. I had to be creative. I normally don't incentivize. You can call it desperation. You can call it whatever you want. But for me, it is worth it. You get a warmer, you get 5 bars, and you get a $60 club order, $6 of product at a 10% discount and a half off item. So they're feeling incentivized to join Scentsy Club. If you are not familiar with Scentsy Club, if you're not familiar with it, you don't need to be sharing it yet. You need to learn about it. You need to learn what the fart you're doing first. You need to learn about the 10% off and the half off and bricks and always get my bar. You need to learn about it. There's an FAQ in the workstation and there's a ton of YouTube videos on Scentsy Club. You need to familiarize yourself with Scentsy Club before you can share Scentsy Club. That's why I said the best way to do that is to get a personal Scentsy Club yourself so you can share your own products and your own club when your club comes in. I'm trying to think. Do y'all have any questions? You personally reach out, Carrie, personally reach out to your best customers. This is how I work my business now because I'm in a different season than I was 2 months ago. My son's out of school. I write down 3 people every single day that I want to have a host conversation with, a club conversation with, and a sponsoring conversation with. 3 people in each category. That's 9 people. So yesterday what I did was I looked at my order history and I have so many people that only buy whiffs and they buy a lot of whiffs at one time. And I wrote those people's names down and I messaged them and I said, girl, you get a tub of whiffs a month. Why don't you sign up for a quarterly Scentsy Club? You'll get 2 whiffs at 10% off, and then you can get a half off whiff. Not only are you going to get that, but if you do that in the month of June, I'm also going to give you a Classic Curve warmer bundle that you're going to get a warmer and 5 bars of wax for free from me just for being a part of the club. So you personally reach out. I'm all for posting. Y'all know I stay in my stories. I post all the things. I do all the things. But there is nothing like personal connection. You have to have trust with your customers before they're buy, host, or join from you. You have to have trust. Trust comes from building a relationship. So look at your order history. I'm not going to go into that because y'all know that's how I work my business. I have that on my YouTube, the one-to-one method. I look at my order history for people that order a lot, people that order frequently, people that order the same products over and over and over again, those that love certain bars, certain wax. I have some customers that only buy from me in the spring and summer. They don't like fall, winter scents. They like fruity and fresh scents. Those are the people that I'm going to talk to about Scentsy Club. So get to know your customers. Look in your order history. Look at your people. What are they buying? What do they love? Telling them that they'll save money. Okay? Every person I talked to yesterday, I was showing them how they're going to save money. A screenshot. This is how you're going to save money off your order. This is the benefit. This is how this benefits you, because it does benefit them. Obviously, we're going to earn the incentive from doing this, but it benefits them long term. They're getting the discount. They don't have to remember to message me when they're to their last scoop of whiffs to order whiffs. It's automatically going to come. People love subscriptions. I love subscriptions. I don't even know why I do some of the subscriptions I do, because I don't use half the crap in it. I have, what is it called? It's the black box that makeup comes in. I don't use that crap. But I get all sorts of butterflies every time it comes. I don't know why. I open it and I'm so excited, and I don't use half the crap in there. People like subscriptions. They like to not, in the busy world that we live in, I would love it if I had a system. If I'm doing laundry and I use washer whiffs and I use the laundry line, for me not to have to think about ordering whiffs. That it automatically comes without me thinking about it. Show them the benefits of it. So those are my tips. I hope they are helpful for you. Be intentional. Sharing on social media. I've shared it several times. It's only the 7th. I've shared it several times. I've gone into my stories several times. If people don't know, they won't know. If your customers don't know, they won't know unless you tell them. I've said that several times. People feel some type of way about sharing their business. And I think I've always used Olive Garden as this example. I only go to Olive Garden when they have the never-ending pasta bowl. I love it. The only way I'm going to know they have the never-ending pasta bowl is if I watch a commercial and see it up there. If they don't know because you're not telling them, they're not going to know. Get in the habit of changing your mindset of you offer a service. Okay? Oregon. Somebody's calling me. Sorry. You offer a service. You offer a product that people love. How frequently are you sharing it? How frequently are you sharing that there's a join special this month? They could get paid off their own purchases. How often are you sharing the benefits of Scentsy Club? How often are you sharing new releases or new collections coming out? They're not going to know unless you tell them, okay? So, I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. 4 tips. If you're catching the end of it, watch the beginning of it. Y'all got this. We got till the end of July to earn this, okay? For you to get 3 people enrolled in Scentsy Club. Y'all got this. Love y'all. Y'all have an awesome day. Go do the things that scare you, okay? Doing the things that scare you and not settling. I was all in my head yesterday. I told one of my directors, I'm like, there's a joint special. I need to recruit some people, but I need to focus on my PRV, and I need to get 3 people on club. And I was overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. There's one thing that when I tell myself I can't do something, I'm going to freaking do it. Because I can do anything I set my mind to. And yesterday was the 6th. And I was already in that mindset that I wasn't going to sponsor, that I wasn't going to get 3 people in Scentsy Club. I had a sucky mindset. Sucky. And it was the 6th. You're in charge of your month. Every month. You are in total control over your month. You are in total control of your business. And what you think and what you tell yourself matters. It matters. If you're telling yourself, I can't do this, I'll never be able to do this, you're right. Be solution driven. Always. Be solution driven. So, love you guys. I'm going to put this on YouTube in a little bit so you guys can share it with your teams. Hope it was helpful. Y'all go do something to scare yourself. Love y'all.